Hi everyone, what you're looking at right now is called video inpainting, and this is the ability to take either an object or even animals and insert it into existing footage. So that can be AI generated video, but in my opinion the best use case is real footage, because now you can merge the real world with artificial intelligence, and I think that is incredible. Now video inpainting is not a new concept, but it is rarely explored within the world of AI, but Pika Labs decided to step up and they've introduced a brand new feature called Pikadditions, which I'm going to be showing you how to access and how to use. To access Pikadditions from the home page, you'll notice that there is a brand new icon added over here called Pikaddition. So when you left click on that, it's going to show you some new icons. So the first one is where you upload your video. Now your video has to be 5 seconds long. If it's longer than 5 seconds, the system will automatically clip it at 5 seconds, and your video size cannot be larger than 25 megabytes. If it is larger than that, check the link in the description. I've linked to this website where you can upload a video and it will compress the size for you. So hopefully you'll get a much smaller size that you can upload to the platform. Over here is where you upload an image. It only supports a single image input, and then over here is where you type in your prompt, and then you click on this icon over here to start generating your video. Now before we do that, I definitely want you guys to watch the best practices so that you can get some good results. So these are some of my best practices, but with this technology, remember, things can still go a bit wonky, or it might not adhere to the prompt, but just give this a try and see what results you end up getting. So in terms of images, you can of course use images where there is a background present. The AI is still going to manage to select that subject and essentially cut it out and place it into your video. But I've noticed if you generate images where your subject is on a white background, I think it actually makes it easier for the AI to select that subject. So if you are generating your own images, in the prompt just include on a white background or on a gray background to get these types of images. In terms of movement, this is important. You want to keep it minimal. So if you are recording your own footage in the real world, make sure your movements are slow. Because I've noticed with any fast-paced movement, it creates a bunch of inconsistencies and weird pixelation, which can cause a lot of problems. So keep your movement minimal. So of course you can choose any image. Now this is not a rule to live by, but I've noticed if you are actually intentional with the images that you choose, you might get better results. For instance, if I've got an image of a couch and I want the character to sit on that couch, if I'm using an image of a torso shot of a character, 9 times out of 10 it's just not going to work. Right, the AI tries to guess what the rest of the body should look like, but it just does not create a good end result. But if I supply an image of someone that's actually sitting down, it seems like the AI understands the relation between the image and the footage. So you can give that a try and see how that works. This tech seems to work very well with animals, so give it a try. And any shots that reveal something, like maybe an animal's inside of a cupboard or inside of a refrigerator, those shots tend to work very well. Pikadditions uses natural language for inserting objects into a video, so there's no brush where you can make a selection. However, I think they need to include this in the future. But from Pika's documentation, they said that you should keep the prompting simple. So if you've got a video where you want a monkey to sit on someone's shoulder, just simply type in "a monkey is sitting on the man's shoulder" and you should get an end result. So now that you understand the best practices, it's as simple as just clicking on this icon, browsing to your directory where you have your video that you want to use, and then obviously clicking over here and browsing your directory to the image that you want to use, and then type in a prompt. So that's what I'm typing for this video. I said a coconut with the straw is on the beach, sand next to the guinea pig, and it's basically going to inpaint that into this video. Then when you click on this icon, it'll actually switch you over to the My Library tab, and you'll see your generation over here starting to be created, and once it's done you'll be able to view it. Now you can click on this icon to download the video. If you're not happy with the end result, you can obviously just click on retry and we'll do another retry within this tab. If you feel like the prompting needs some more work, if you click on reprompt, it essentially adds all of those elements that were used for this generation over here at the bottom and the prompt, but now you can make some additions, some changes to the prompt over here, and then click on generate to get a different result. If you really don't like the generation at all, you can click on these 3 dots and delete it. But yeah, the UI is as simple as that. So now I want to show you the best use cases for this technology. In my opinion, the best use case is to merge reality and AI. So you'll go out there, find a location, record some footage, and then plan ahead where you'd want these objects, animals, or people to be placed within that video. But it's so much fun because you are the director, right? You can choose the location, you control the camera movement, and these objects will appear in your footage. And when it works well, it looks shockingly real. So to show you guys an example of this, I've actually put a video together where I experienced a polar bear infestation in my kitchen. Look at what I found in my freezer. Oh boy, they're in the microwave as well. How do I get rid of this polar bear infestation? I think there might be one hiding behind here. Bro, they're literally everywhere. The next use case is to use video inpainting with AI generated content. So for instance, here's a video of a super cute guinea pig relaxing on the beach. Now I can just generate an image of a beach ball and insert it into this video. And the lighting matches extremely well, it looks very well integrated. Then I can take this inpainted video and inpaint another object into it. So for instance, if I want to insert, this coconut drink with a straw, I've now got the beach ball and the coconut all integrated into a single video that never had these objects present. I also tried inpainting some sunglasses onto a human character that wasn't wearing them before, and this worked, but you have to be very specific with your prompting. For instance, the original example, the prompt just says the woman is wearing red sunglasses. This is not enough. I mean, it just gives you these weird floating sunglasses. But if you alter the prompt and you say the woman is wearing red sunglasses on her face, the AI knows that it needs to place the sunglasses on the person's face. So the natural language prompting actually works quite well. For instance, here's a video with just a coffee cup on a table, but now I can actually insert different characters into this scene. And the way that it cuts them out and actually places them behind the coffee cup and matches the lighting is incredible. So the ability to add characters into a scene where they weren't present is very powerful. So this was another experiment where I have this empty warehouse, but now I can insert different objects into the warehouse. So I tried that with a rusted tank, and the tank's integration looks amazing in my opinion. I tried it with a cat as well, and this cat even has rim light on it, from the sun rays being emitted from behind the cat. I did not expect that to work out that well. Then I also tried, a Ferrari inside the warehouse and even a giant robot just to see how it gets integrated. Another very creative use case I saw was from Jose, who's part of the Pika early access group. And what he did was he went into Unreal Engine and built an environment and then recorded a video for 5 seconds. Then he generated a character with Midjourney and he inserted that character into his footage. So he's essentially merged 3D with AI. So have fun and get creative with this process. For instance, I can use FreePic to generate an image using Mystic 2.5. So I wanted a shot of someone looking outside, the window of an aeroplane at the wing of the aeroplane. And this is the prompt that I used to generate this image. So now I can save this image. And if I go back to Pika, I can use the 2.1 model to do image to video. So I can simply drag and drop an image over here and then type in a prompt. This is the prompt I used. I can click on that to generate, and then it will generate a video from that image. So now I've got a video to use. At this point, I can use the other feature, which is Pikaddition. So I can use that video as my input video, and then I can use anything over here. In this case, I generated an image of an elephant, and then I'll type in a prompt. A baby elephant is sitting outside on the wing of the plane, and even though the elephant is not sitting, it's standing. But I mean, look at this end result, right? Incredible that it managed to place that elephant on the wing of this aeroplane, and you can just create these mind-bending visuals. So that's just a process that I wanted to show you. Alright, so I've showed you how to use Pikadditions. It's amazing when it works, so have fun with this technology. But remember that AI is not perfect. You're also going to get bad results or results where it won't adhere to the prompt. You definitely need to re-roll that to get a much better end result. But yeah, go wild. Put yourself in a cafe, drinking coffee with Elon Musk or drinking coffee with Albert Einstein. Maybe you have a giant rabbit in your shower. I don't know. Think of something crazy, but have fun with the technology and get creative. Anyway, you guys are super awesome. Stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.